When Anna was born, where were we though?
Kurunegala. You Kurunegala. Didn't say Anna was born in Kurunegala.
He was born in Kurunegala, but we were in Colombo.
Oh, you went especially for the they are delivery there?
Yes, because Anna's friend was a doctor, I think.
Oh.
Not Anna's friend.
Tata.
Tata's friend.
Was it a Rana Singer?
No. No, it was
Another guy.
another gentleman. I was 2 days I stayed there, 2 or 3 days. Then, when Anne was expected, I was not too well, and we were on the estate. We had no road to our estate. We had to cross the paddy fields and the railway line and then climb up. And when you go up there, you see the Galaha road on the other side, and the river running in between. So I was not too well, and Dr. Lucian de Silva, who was
famous man in Canada.
I don't think he was a gynecologist, but
he was a good physician.
Yes, but Tata went and saw him, and I remember him coming with Jodphurs, and leggings. Tata went and brought him to the estate, and he told Tata not to take me to Colombo. So I had Anne on the estate. I had to walk under the paddy fields and come up with...
On a chair, they carried you on a chair. They carried you on a chair?
No, they didn't carry me. He was a sturdy old man.
No,
He used to ride a white horse, you remember me?
I don't remember.
Others must be knowing.
But they carried you on a chair.
Very, very nice man. He wore a monocle. And Jodphurs.
So did they carry you on a chair? Were you carried on a chair?
Once.
I remember that. When was that?
That was also sometime after Anna was born, I think.
Because you weren't well. They carried you to see the doctor?
You know, Bob, the war broke out, and rubber was needed, and we had, Chutto had bought a block of land, two blocks of land. One block was rubber, one block was steel, and he and his friend bought the 2 blocks. Then the line rooms for the coolies were all in one row. But being friends, they didn't go to discuss, you take half, I take half. They bought the properties. Then our luck, this 79 acres of rubber had not been tapped for some 17 years. So when the tapping started, we didn't know how to produce the rubber. My God, night and day, the thing was being tapped and brought in and put in a, what do you call that? Big racks, yes. Big racks, big
racks. They make little mats like...
And the fire burning night and day. And these rubber sheets had to be... This is an old-fashioned bakery, and stacks like this sent to Colombo to be sent, I suppose, to China, no?
Oh yeah, in the war.
Yeah. So we lost. We were poor. We didn't know what to do. We had nothing to buy that because it was a war. But we had the money.
709.
Then you know what happened? It went on like that.
717.
Then that gentleman who bought the tea, he sold his acreage or whatever it was to the Kangani who was looking after our estate. And there again, nobody discussed the line room question. You know what the Kangani did? He took my husband to court, and he said he wants the whole, because it happened to be on our block. So we went to court and we lost the case.
So Tata lost the case?
Tata lost the case. We had Viepegration, Nami Veera Surya, Agriculture Ratna. Big men are coming to take them, put them in, keep them in the Queen's Hotel, 2 days, paid all the bills,
and lost the case.
Amma,
Why?
how you are been to Candy?
Huh?
There was no house.
We were in Colombo and told you we were living in
Longdon.
Place. So then they took the race course for the airfield, and this child was a baby. So one day Tata came and told me, what shall we do? Shall we go and live on the estate? So I said, shall we go and live up country? So I said, all right. So we rushed to the Peta and brought a lorry, 60 rupees the lorry. In the meantime, he had told the old man, there was an old Malay gentleman looking after the estate. He had told that gentleman to look for a small house so that we can evacuate, you know. And that gentleman had said, all right, paid 3 months rent, 30 rupees a month, 3 months rent in advance. And so now we knew that there was a house there. So I said, all right, let me go. We had a few bits of furniture, you know, table and chairs, a wardrobe and a bed and something like that. Tied up bundles and at about 6 o'clock in the evening we started off for Peradenia. That's where the on the way we had to stop somewhere and go to some kade, get some water, wash a bottle, make the milk on the roadside, give it to her, and like that we delayed. By the time we reached our estate area, it was nearly midnight, and the lorry was going ahead of us. We were following, or they were following us. Then when we went to the area where we had to stop and go down the paddy fields, we had to send for the old gentleman. The old gentleman who was looking after the estate. So he came and he got into the lorry and he went ahead and we followed him. And he took us down the big road and a huge big house, sprawling house, but no gates, bamboos kept across the line. One of Panamokka's Wallavas. Huge thing. My God. And that man had not told the caretaker that he had rented the house. So the man refused to pull those bamboos off for us to get in, not even to turn the car and the lorry. So we had to go further up into somebody's garden, and we turned the lorry. And Tata took me and the child and left us at the Ganpola rest house. And he went back with this old man, got down the labor force. Pieces that were in this lorry were taken from the lorry to the some shed there on the estate, and Tata paid the lorry off and went. And Tata stayed the night at Mr. Samsudin, got the coolies the next day after tapping to color wash a room. That was that poor couple's room, and they were put into a storeroom. where the what do you call that, the acid and the buckets and the knives and
the
latex all heaped up. A blue room, you know, Amarudara. I said, my God, how to be here? So Tata said, what to do? Now that we have come, we'll stay here. And we stayed 5 years there.
In the Wallavas?
No, Wallavas is in Goa.
You couldn't go to Wallavas.
So we stayed in this small room, and then every day after tapping, we had the labor force. After tapping, we cut out the rope, this thing, and put up a small little house. There were 3 rooms, and there was a bath and toilet adjoining this old gentleman's. We stayed there during the war.
That's where Kokamama was born also?
Then from there that I went to have Ananda, and then after that I was sick and Tata got down Lucian to the house.
And then Anne was born.
Anne was born.
Anne was born in the house.
Dr. Lucian de Silva, Tata put an advertisement in the paper, and we had a nurse, a retired nurse. She used to wear the white uniform, long sleeves, white shoes and stockings. Yes, 10 rupees a day. And she used to go walking every day on the railway line to the Peradeniya station and back again.
Catch the train?
No.
Exercise?
Exercise. And we had to keep her going for 1 month because I didn't know the date.
Oh, the date of delivery. Yeah. So she delivered Anne?
She and Dr. Lucian de Silva. Then after that, we got a house, and that's how we got to friendly with Hori. Hori's father's house, and we lived in Udamula. After that we came here, Ullars Road.
How long were you in Udamula?
1 year. It was very difficult to get a house because after the war everybody was coming back to Colombo, all who went off. So we stayed there for a year. Then I had to put Valerie into the boarding. 6 months she was in the boarding. couldn't get a place in the schools.
What made you pick Methodist College?
Justice had a friend. His sister was a teacher, a lawyer and a teacher. Jodphurs, Tamil. That girl was old Methodist. So they recommended that I took that. Mrs. Lowe.
Yeah.
Mrs. Lowe. She also.
Principal.
Yes, she said to put the child in. Keep her here for about a term or two, and then you can take her out. So we kept her in. And the father used to go to see the daughter, but not allowed to go every day to visit the child. So he used to stop the car on the roadside and sit and cry. All on the wheel and cry, seeing the children playing in the garden down near the beach.
She wasn't allowed to go in?
No, daily they won't allow. Only on Sundays.
How old was Amiben?
What?
How old was Valerie at the time when you put her in the boarding?
5.
Boy.
Just out of that one?
She was 5 or 6, she was in the baby class.
But only 6 months?
The second time we took her out. By that time there was, this space in Colombo. And we didn't go without food because the coolies were allowed rations now. So we used to collect all that food. Sometimes the coolies don't eat the rice that we eat, the sambar. They don't eat that. So we used to take those bags, and Tata used to buy the big grain rice, paying black market money for the coolies. So any work that we got done, we used to give so many kilos of rice as payment. They wanted rice every week when Tata comes up to the estate. On Monday or Tuesday he goes back to Colombo. So when he comes to Colombo, he takes a bag, sometimes half a bag of rice, and he gives different people few measures of rice because they have nothing in Colombo.
Precious commodity.
I used to get my radio set done at Cargill, and I used to take 2 measures of rice to make the Jayavadana. You remember old Mr.
Yeah, I remember the old Jayavadana. Yes. Nice old. Why did you all leave Colombo? Because of the...
Because I told you we were living in that area and the race course was taken off the airfield.
They converted it into a temporary airfield for small craft land. So why
It was close to the house.
So because it is so close to the house, and there was
And we
possibility.
were expecting the Japanese to come. Everybody left Colombo. There was a Japanese bomb that fell in the harbour in Colombo, the 5th of April. You can't remember
Yes,
this?
yes, I remember.
But
I remember.
Tata had gone to the Swiss hotel to buy a small car to keep it for us to use, to come to Kandy or whatever
Yeah.
it was. From a major in the army who was at Fairhaven Garden with Lord Mountbatten. Mountbatten. So when the old major came on, what do you want a car for, madam? You know that Colombo has been bombed. My God. Tata got a shock. They didn't land really, but they bombed and one or two planes were shot down. One was shot down at St. Thomas and Mount Lavinia. No?
Yes.
One was shot down in the Kalanya temple near the mill.
Yeah.
One, I think, was shot down on the Wallface Green.
One came down in the Horana area, because we were in Horana. And I remember my mother pulling me out and pointing out the dog fights in the air. Then we saw one plane come down in flames.
But it didn't do much damage.
No. Did they attack Trincomalee also?
They bombed a certain section of it, but they couldn't do anything.
There were a lot of shortages.
I don't know how people managed who were remaining in Colombo. I told you, Tata used to take rice for them. Other things I don't know, but on the estate we had everything.
Produce the garden produce.
And then Tata gave a whole area, say about this size of a house, from the gate to about this, and they planted manioc.
Manioc.
Yes. And when it was the day that they were harvesting, the manioc was being weighed on another rubber and distributed to the pool.
Laborers.
Then after that crop, some other thing must be there.
But we also had a lot of British products, no? Canned foods.
My gosh, Tata bought up. Tata had only 10,000 rupees in the bank. He drew out the 10,000. He was afraid the Japs are coming and we won't be able to make use of our money. And he spent every cent on canned foods.
What about your convent days? Tell us about your convent days.
Those days were lovely days with school children. Convent days we went. Bought the food. We had a nice set of children.
Where was this?
God.
And the name of the convent?
Sacred Heart.
Sacred Heart.
God. They had Tamils, they had Malays, they had European girls, they had Eurasian girls, they had Burger girls. But everybody treated each other like you and I.
Equal.
And we had all European nuns, mostly French and Belgian. We had a lovely English nun, cut but eyes, China blue eyes. Then we had an Irish nun, Sister Michael. Then we had Sister Roland, English. Sister Francisca was French. Sister Marceline was Flemish, Belgium. And you know, all of those nuns were graduates. Yeah.
Good teachers, huh?
Very good teachers.
Were they very strict?
In a way, I mean, when the boarding money, we didn't have to go about and all that. They were all restricted, no, everything was planned and, up to time, and even to go to the chapel, you had to, everybody went. Whether they were Christians or not, they all attended chapel. My mother and her 3 sisters were there, the other generation, and then I and my sister. They were from Gaul originally. My father was a clerk. He was working at the Castle and Company. My father's people were all government servants. The Attorney General's office, Patent office, Post office. Like that, they were all government servants. And my mummy's people, my mother's father, my mother's grandfather, is the police.
Oh.
What means?
How many brothers and sisters?
Right?
Yes.
Had 1 sister and 3 brothers. Of the 3 brothers, 2 brothers were in the army. And they went off to England. And 1 brother was here. He died about 2 years ago.
What about the other brother? The other brother?
They joined the army, and they went off with I had my cousin of mine who studied and passed very brilliantly, and he was exempted from the matric. He is a senior Cambridge, exempted from the matric, and my mother's sister wanted him to join the foreign service. He wanted to join the RA.
RAA.
So she sent him to England. He was stationed there. He became a pilot, and then eventually in 1944 he was shot down in Germany and died. Open the gate. Tell Kanan to go. Neil, tell Kanan to go. Why do you want to go?
Oh.